In the small town of Ife in Nigeria, there was a village with a secret river named Osun. The river, rumored to be the dwelling place of the great MAMI Wada called Amida, the powerful mermaid spirit, was considered sacred by the villagers. Legend had it that MAMI Wada ruled the waters and bestowed blessings upon those who revered the river while bringing misfortune to those who dared to defy its sanctity. Dami, a stillborn young boy with a curiosity that often led him astray, couldn't resist the allure of the Osun River on scorching afternoons. The tantalizing whispers of the river called to him, promising cool relief from the oppressive heat that enveloped the village. The elders had repeatedly warned him against venturing near the sacred waters, but Dami, driven by the desire for adventure, chose to ignore their cautionary tales. One blistering afternoon, as the sun beat down relentlessly, Dami decided to sneak away from the village and visit the Osun River. The air was thick with tension as he approached the forbidden waters, the dense foliage casting shadows that seemed to dance with anticipation. As Dami dipped his toes into the cool current, an otherworldly sensation enveloped him, sending shivers down his spine. Unknowing to Dami, the MAMI Wada has been watching him whenever he comes to the river with her eyes concealed beneath the shimmering surface of the river. On that fateful day, the MAMI Wada was furious at his continued intrusion, prompting her to emerge from the depths with a voice that echoed like the roar of thunder. "You dare defy the sacred waters again, young one?" Her voice was both melodic and commanding, and Dami found himself paralyzed by the voice. The MAMI Wada, adorned with iridescent scales and flowing aquatic garments, swam towards Dami and asked him, "Why do you always come here to swim? Don't you know these waters are forbidden for humans?" Dami, still paralyzed and unable to say a word, tried to explain, but the MAMI Wada was very angry, so she declared with her eyes glowing with an otherworldly intensity, "For your continued trespass, you shall become the servant of the river." With a swift motion of her tail, she cast a spell upon Dami, transforming him into a mermaid. Dami's world spun into a kaleidoscope of colors as his legs merged into a majestic fin. Panic and despair gripped his heart as he realized the magnitude of his predicament. MAMI Wada, satisfied with her punishment, informed Dami that he is now the savant of the Osun River, a position that came with a lot of responsibility. Heartbroken and torn from his family, Dami was allowed one last visit to the village to bid farewell. The villagers, upon witnessing his transformed state, gasped in shock and disbelief. Dami's family wept as they embraced him, knowing that their son would be lost to the river's depths forever. As Dami made his way back to the Osun River to resume his duties as the river's servant, a miraculous transformation unfolded in the village. The MAMI Wada blessed the village, and the once parched land began to flourish, and the barren fields became lush with vegetation. Fish returned to the river in abundance, bringing prosperity to the once struggling community. As the seasons passed, Dami's life as the river's servant unfolded with unexpected challenges and discoveries. In his underwater realm, he encountered mystical creatures that guarded the secrets of the Osun River. The wise turtles shared ancient knowledge, the playful dolphins guided him through hidden currents, and the luminescent jellyfish illuminated the depths with tales of forgotten times. One day, as Dami explored a concealed underwater cave, he stumbled upon a magical artifact, the Crystal of Tides. It bestowed upon him the ability to communicate with the creatures of the river and the people in his village. Dami was excited, so he took the artifact to the bank of the river so that any villager that is passing by can see it and he can get to communicate with the villager. With his newfound powers, Dami became not just the servant of the river but the guardian of the aquatic realm, ensuring harmony and balance in the underwater world. Meanwhile, his village continued to flourish in ways unimaginable. The once scarce crops now bore fruit year-round, and the villagers experienced prosperity beyond their wildest dreams. News of Dami's transformation and subsequent communication with the villagers spread far and wide, drawing curious travelers and scholars seeking to witness the mysterious Osun River. Yet, with the newfound prosperity came envy and greed. A neighboring village, called Eid, driven by jealousy, plotted to steal the Crystal of Tides at the riverbank to harness its power for themselves. Led by a cunning magic man called Babalawo, they devised a plan to infiltrate the village at night. Dami, sensing the impending danger through the vibrations of the river, took it upon himself to protect the crystal of tides. With the guidance of the river's creatures, he set intricate traps and illusions to thwart the intruders. The night unfolded in a symphony of mystical defenses as Dami, with his aquatic allies, faced off against the magic man and his band of thieves. In the midst of the confrontation, Mami Wada, silently observing from the depths, decided to intervene. With a flick of her tail, she summoned a torrential downpour that transformed the village into a maze of shimmering illusions. Confused and disoriented, the intruders were thwarted at every turn by the river's protective magic. As the rain subsided, Dami emerged victorious, having protected the crystal of tides and preserved the sanctity of the Osun River. Mami Wada, pleased with his resilience and dedication, granted him an even greater gift, the ability to transform between his mermaid form and that of a human at will. The village, forever indebted to Dami and the river's mystical forces, celebrated their hero's triumph over adversity. The tale of Dami's courage and the benevolence of Mami Wada spread far and wide, turning the once remote village of Ife into a beacon of wonder and enchantment.